Here's why she's not even trying to work on the marriage with you. And in this video, I'm going to talk about why your wife isn't even trying to meet you halfway with saving your marriage, and why wanting her and expecting her to is actually causing more harm than good. And this is important because a lot of men get caught up in this unfairness conversation. And they're like, you know what? I've been showing up, I've been putting in work, but she just won't open up. She won't try. She won't do anything like that. And then they get upset. They start getting resentful. They start getting into these conversations. They get bitter, passive aggressive, and it just creates a lot of friction and pushes further apart. Or they get depressed, deflated, defeated, and then they just want to surrender and throw in the towel. Or, and frankly, they also hear from other people like, oh, well, you can't do it if she's not willing to work on it. She has to meet you halfway and all that. And yes, that's true eventually. But when it's in crisis, it's up to you to bring it back to a stable point. And at that point, once that stability is reached, then it opens up space for her to come back. But I'm going to talk to you about why she's not actually working on it with you. So the first reason, she's been trying. So for however long you've been trying, whether it's been a couple weeks, months, maybe even a year, I guarantee you she tried much longer than that. If you've been together 10 years, she's probably been trying 5 of it, maybe the whole 10 years to try to get this marriage to work. And the reason why she came up to you and said like she doesn't want to be here anymore is because she's burnt out. She's tried everything she could do. And you just didn't respond. You weren't open to it. You didn't shift. And I'm not saying she did it perfectly. I'm not saying she was even doing it healthily. But from her perspective, she tried and she did everything she could think of and nothing worked. So she's given up hope. And she also doesn't believe that you're capable of changing. She doesn't believe, like, over this time of trying over and over and you not becoming the man that she wants you to be and meeting her needs, she's lost hope that's even possible for you to change, right? Which is why when you start changing, she doesn't believe it's going to stay because she doesn't believe you're possible of actually changing. She thinks you're just doing it out of reaction to what she said to you. And but it goes even deeper than this because women are feeling creatures while men tend to be more thinking creatures, right? So she knows how she feels. She knows that she feels hopeless. She's lost touch with herself. She feels unsatisfied. She feels like there's no connection. She knows how she feels, but she's not actually able to like necessarily articulate it and doesn't really know what to do with it, right? Because she's not a trained counselor, most likely. She's not a trained counselor. And she doesn't actually probably have the tools to work on this as well. So while you're asking her to tell you these things so you can go fix it, because as men, we're wired to go fix things. We do very well with something in front of us to go fix it. She can't even give it to you in a way for you to be able to fix it, assuming you have the tools to fix it. So that's another thing. And then she also wants you to go first and lead in this situation. Like she's been leading the relationship this whole time, trying to lead it back to connection and nothing's worked. And now she needs you to, right? Part of her saying that I love you, I'm not in love with you, I think this isn't working, I want to leave, divorce, is her saying like, it's like a final warning. Like if you don't step up, this is game over. Like I'm at my breaking point and anything past, I've tried everything I can do. And now like it's your shot. Like you can take a swing at this. And she's not thinking this necessarily consciously, but it's almost at an unconscious primal level. She's like, I've given up. Let's see if you can do it. Otherwise, she would just leave, right? She would just disappear overnight and be gone. But her saying this is actually like her still giving you an opportunity, a chance to go do something in this situation, to still go step up at an unconscious level primarily. Then the other time, like it's all those reasons. And then in a small percentage of cases, it's because she's actually done. Like, she's truly just done. Nothing can happen. Nothing can save this. And it could be beyond hope. That's far fewer of the times than you may think. And if you're saying, oh, that's me, this is where she's at, it's probably not. We're talking about cases of like abuse, multiple affairs, like really showing up terribly. That tends to be where it's just done. Chances are that's not you. So this is the real reasons why she's not working on it. And if you can understand this, you can really start seeing it for what it is, you will let go of this notion of like, I need her to show up to, I can't do this without her. Why isn't she working on it? I'm putting all this effort in. Let's come back. Blah, blah, blah. Me. Why? All that stuff. You can let it go. You can just focus on doing what you need to do, leading the marriage back to wholeness. And if you want some help with that, I dropped some links and resources below, and I'll catch you on the next video.